Today, we're gonna be making some micro apartments in Paralives. Now, are these micro apartments gonna function like actual apartments? No, not yet. But I really want to test out all the different types of furniture that we have in the game, and also test out different color palettes, color schemes, have a fun old time. And I thought, what better way to do that than to build some micro apartments? And that's what we're gonna do today. So let's start, shall we? We freaking shall. And here I am on the random old lot. It is a small old lot, I know, but I want this build to be very small but long, you know, because of our micro apartments. So let's first of all start off with making some squares, and then we can make the indents and whatnot later on. Or actually, maybe we can make an indent right here for some reason, and then another floor, we can make some indents here and there, and then for the fourth floor, that can be over here. Fifth floor, how many floors can we have? Sixth floor, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, I don't think there is a limit, but it is kind of hard to see the top floors. So let's do 6 floors. I think that's a reasonable amount. I mean, that's already way more than we could do in the Sims. Great, mates. And I'm just gonna build some more indents here and there, so it's not a block of a thing. Just make it a little bit more interesting. And you know what? For this build, it's not gonna be glamorous. It's not gonna be luxurious. It's just gonna be whimsical, because we're still in the early stages of learning how to build. What did I do? Oh no! There we go. But anyways, we're still in the early ages of figuring out this game, and therefore, what better timing than to do some shenanigans? You know, I'm gonna make a little indent in here for the staircase, because I forgot that builds need staircases. So I can maybe go in there. Okay. Don't even ask me what I have made. I don't know. I'm just trying out stuff and building things in and out. Don't really know what I'm doing. But by the way, this floor, no matter what I do for this floor, it doesn't want to become a room. I did something and I don't know how to fix it. Oh, I don't know what to do. How do I make this a room? And I can't go further than this. Oh, I made it a room. See, I'm complaining for nothing. Absolutely nothing. But something that I was kind of wondering about is the curved wall tool. And it's still in early access. We should keep that in mind. But I want to make some curly whirly walls. And how do you do that? You go out, oh, and then you make the curve. Oh, I see. So what if we let's not do that, because what was that? What if we try something like so? Would that be cool? What am I making right now? That is kind of cool, not gonna lie. Oh, and then we can continue it up. We could maybe continue the curl, because I want a little wall right here to like close the building or whatever. But we could make it into a curve, can I? If I go like so, like that on all the floors. Oh, I can. We got a little curly wall. And do I like that? I don't know. My mind says no, but my heart says yes. Interesting. You know what? We're gonna keep that. I made that. It was something new to behold. And then on the other side of the build, just right along here, we're also gonna have a little part. But I think for this part, we can increase the wall thickness. So if I do this, the wall becomes thicker. Oh, look at you, girl. I think that'd be kind of fun if you just continue up that wall all along the build and then just make it thick. In my mind, that seems cool. All right, we're gonna do that. Just sort of like that. I mean, you can't really see anything right now because the wallpaper is all the same and it's kind of confusing me. But you can see the thickness going on. It's popping on. And I have a little handful right here. When did I put that in? I don't know. I did everything. I did the most, apparently. And also have a little handful on top here too, with this little room right here. I don't want to talk about that room. I wanted to make a little cool, round, curvy room, and it became this. I did that. Loved it. It was beautiful. What do we want to do now? Do we want to paint this place, or do we want to put in some staircases? Maybe I'm gonna put in some staircases. We need to figure out where people can go up and down. But I think our first staircase is gonna be right here. And then we can have a first apartment over here, and then a second apartment right there. And then we are gonna have a staircase that is put right in here. And then the staircase to this floor. Where can that be? Maybe we can squeeze it in over here. No, I don't think that's gonna work. Well, okay, at least know what this staircase is gonna be. It's gonna be... Hello? Hello? Oh my gosh. Calm. Chill. It's gonna be right here, because that staircase will lead up to this place. And nobody's gonna live in that teeny tiny house. You can't really, because of the half walls. That is just for decorations. But okay, where is this staircase going to be? Ooh, where can I put you? Oh, it disappeared. Maybe it can be here. Yeah, it can be here. We can walk right there, in there. Good. And where is this apartment going to be? This is gonna be a teeny tiny apartment. Hold on. All right, I think if we do something like so, maybe... No, not like that. Not the way you're doing. But if we somehow get a door to squeeze in here without it being cramped. No, I think that was worse. That was worse. Make it less cramped, people. What if I do like so? No, you can't squeeze a door in there, can you? No, I don't think so. Ah! All right, you know what? I'm gonna do this. I think that is the best shot we have. You can squeeze the door in there. I know it looks weird, but we need all the space that we can get for this teeny tiny apartment, right? We need it all. So it's gonna become like so. And it's beautiful. We love it. It is kind of wonky. And it's even more wonky with the part that I put on the back here. Oh, what a disaster. Do not look at the back. I beg of you. Never look at the back of my belts. They're awful. And somebody knocked on my fridge. I don't know if you heard that or not, but I heard a knocking sound on my fridge. That was so creepy. Well, back to my build. This is such a mess of a build, but all right. Let's do the wallpaper, the paint, the whatnots. And for the color theme for our build today, I want to go with these colors. They're summery, they're blue. It reminds me of vacation. I want to go on vacation someday when I can afford it. But I think that those colors would fit well for our build, if we can even call it our build. So let's see. Let's paint it blue. And then for the ends, what if we go with this lighter blue one? Don't know why. And also for some reason can't paint this part if I will ever get up there. There we go. Not really sure why. Have I done something wrong? And where did my staircases go? Did I put them down for nothing? Hello? Oh my goodness me. Where are my staircases? Gee. But on to a lighter note, we can have this staircase in this color scheme. And then I think on the bottom, we could perhaps change it up to this stone and make it seem like the staircase and the walls one. What do you think about that? The lady over there, standing in the bushes. You are looking cool, girl. You also got a buff neck. I do too. In this game, not in real life. But I gotta put in my stairs. I gotta find the missing stairs and put them in. And also my missing door. My gosh! Was it this door? In this color? That is a nice old door. Then we can have another door over here. Where are the other doors gonna be? Hold on. This is a mess of a build. I'm so sorry. I'm everywhere today. But this door is gonna be on the inside. And I can't place a door there. Wow. I can place a door over there, but not here. Oh, great. I can place a door over here. Oh, and then this staircase was going to be outside. The non-existent staircase. So we need a door for that too, so they can go outside. And then we can have a real old door right there. Good. Well, this was a mess of a time. Are you still watching? I hope so. Because it will be awkward to sit here all by myself. Why can't I paint these walls? Am I too high up? Interesting. Gotta find that out. But okay, there we go. I fixed it. I logged in and out of the game. Put up my paint. Put up my staircases. Put up my doors. Put up my apartments. Everything is good. Everything is good. All right, let's put up my fans. And I have gone with the city fans in this bluey color. And I'm going to put up one right here so they don't fall down. We cannot afford to be sued. And that is a half wall. We do not need a fence there. But we need some fences in the back here for this horrible moment. And another balcony over here. And then we also... That was not a balcony. That's going to be a roof. Do not ask about this part. I did my best with the lot limitations. But you know, what do we need now? Ooh, maybe some windows. Yeah, we need some windows. And what windows do we want to use today? We have these windows. Or do we want some shutters? That would also be kind of funky if we had some windows. No. If we have some shutters, it would also be kind of funky to have some windows in the build. So what do we want to go with? Maybe we can try with this one. I kind of like the style of that. But I'm also kind of afraid that that's going to be a little bit too much, you know? Because there's already a lot of things that's happening with this build, you know? We can try with that. And then we can use this one with a smaller window down here. Because this doesn't get any smaller. Or maybe we can try with this window as well. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, we can try with both for now and see what we like. Nothing is set in stone. Well, hello. Okay, you know what? Little hot tip. Although there's no limits to how many floors you can make, I would advise you to not go above 4 floors. Because above 4 floors, things get a bit tricky. They get a bit weird. Now you know. But anyways, here is a build for now. I am, of course, not done with the outside yet. Not done at all. There is lots more to do. Promise you. But I think, before I go all crazy on the outside, I do want to begin with the apartments on the inside. I am itching for it. Want to begin with that. And my plan for the apartments on the inside is that every single floor is going to be their own color. Because we finally have a dream of a color wheel. We can have the exact colors that we could ever want. And I want to do the most that I can do with that possibility. So we are going to make just one single color apartments. Ish. And it's going to be great. It's going to be wonderful. It's going to be amazing. And we're going to start with the first floor. And I just spilled coffee everywhere. I think I cleaned most of it up. But oh my gosh, I have this coffee mug right here, coffee jug, because I wanted to make some iced coffee. So I just French pressed a lot of coffee, put it in here to cool down. But the problem is I shut the lid wrong, so it's leaking. But now I can't get the lid open, and I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do because the glass is so slippery, and the bottle is just too big for you to get like a good grip on it, you know? And it's just so slippery, and there's coffee everywhere now. And I just want to live my life. But I've spilled so much coffee everywhere and I just wanted you to know. Okay, on to this apartment. Thank you for joining me on this coffee journey. It's going good. Yay. Me. But for this apartment, we need to make a little layout first of all. And let's just go with the basic layout for now. So we can have the bathroom over here and then squeeze in the bedroom over there. Kitchen, dining, living, entry. That's a good start. And this apartment is going to be the pink apartment. My favorite color. And let's find a color palette for this. And by the way, this website right here, Scheme Color, is an amazing site if you want to find some color palettes. It is free. It is good. I use it all the time. And you can use it to find some color palettes, gradients, colors, different tools and generators. And it's just like, it's so good. It's free. It's here. So let's choose a color. And we're gonna go with some light pink maybe. Oh, you know what? Let's go for this one actually. I just found this color palette that somebody else had made. I think that will be a good combo. I want to try with that. So let's do that. That is our first apartment. So let's see. I'm gonna first of all start with some wallpaper just to get this popping on. What about this one? That's kind of cute. Maybe that is a little bit too dark. What if we go with something like so, just to start it off with? Because I don't know how pink the furniture is going to be, you know? We don't want to make it one solid color. And then for the flooring, what if we go with a rug? Because I feel like pink wood flooring would just not be the vibe, you know? Oh, actually, what if in the bedroom we can have one accent wall, like so, or two, or three, or four? I need to stop now, but okay. Let's put some furniture in. And for the furniture, we're gonna start with the kitchen. Because I always wonder about the kitchen. And we are gonna put it in the fridge and some counters. And thank you so much to everybody who pointed out that you can get up different options for the counters and cabinets with these 3 little dots over here that I could not see in my last build. But if you click on those dots, you will get all these options with some cabinets. I had no idea, but here we are. And we can have that in pink, of course. Ooh. And by the way, for this kitchen, maybe with some tiles. Maybe we can start with these tiles because I think a pink old wall would be too much. Oh, by the way, can I try something? What if I use the separator tool and just separate it right here? And then what if we try to put down some flooring? Some different type of flooring with some linoleum in that one maybe. Oh, that is cute. Is that weird? I mean, we could try to go out with the flooring to over here, but I don't know if that's gonna look weird if we put down the dining table. Okay, we're gonna see if that looks weird or not. Right now it looks kind of weird, but maybe it will not look weird. Have you ever thought about that? Maybe you have. All right. And then for the cabinets, and they are in here, as I have learned. We're gonna get that in pink. Let's see, what do I want? I want it like so. And then this part is gonna be a little bit shorter for the stove hood. Oh, and we can rotate them. Oh, so we can get the handle on that side. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, by the way, can we do a little bit of a shenanigan? Because what if we put up a shelf right here, and then we put up another cabinet right there, scooch it up a little bit maybe, scooch these down a little bit maybe, do like so, and then we can put a microwave on there because of the space issues. That's probably not going to be functional, but in concept, that is very cute. With also a dishwasher maybe, they can afford that. It would be kind of cute, I think, I hope. But let's see when I put up my kitchen naked next, if it's still going to be cute or not. I don't know. Let's see. You know what? Starting to be a very cute kitchen. I like it. Put my towel down and everything. That is actually a blanket. But got some stuff over here. And if you're wondering, these plants I got off the workshop, the Steam workshop. I got a lot of stuff from the Steam workshop with this little strawberry blade also. And all of the custom content that I've used in this build, I will put in a collection on my Steam workshop. So if you want to use them for yourself, you can just click in my little collection and subscribe to the items, and boom shablam, they will be in your game. And the links for that will be down below. Now you know. But on this wall, we can also have some pictures, some great old paintings. And you know what? I, of course, went on the web, and you can't really see it because I'm in the way. But here are some new pictures I downloaded from the web. I was just on Pinterest scrolling around. And if you see your artwork and you want to be shouted out, then just let me know, because I feel kind of bad for downloading art and I don't know who made it. But alright, we need some pink old stuff. What about this? Ooh, kind of cute. Actually, you know what? We're gonna go for this. Some cute old buildings and some other cute old buildings from Santorini, do you think? Never been there, but maybe one day. And by the way, I've been to Greece so many times. Like that was the only place my family went. It was to Greece on the small little islands. We lived in somebody's grandma's house and I always had a blast. By the way, for the dining table, what if we put up one of these? Granny's heirloom lace. I feel like this person would have that. Cute. But moving along to the living room part, we need a couch. Maybe we can put down this one. And then over here, we are going to have our TV table. Do you want to go for this one? Oh my gosh, turn around! With that one. Questions. You know what? We're going to go for neither. Because I'm going to put down the side table, stretch it out, not that much, like so. And that's going to be our entertainment system, also called the TV table. And then for the couch, maybe we can put up some pillows and whatnot. Ooh, like these fluffy ones. Let's size them up. Cute, be kind of cute. You know what? I'm liking that. And then again, on this wall, we can have a picture collage moment. And I'm gonna put my own pictures in them. Like maybe, ooh, what do I want? The ducks. Got a nice old duck picture. By the way, does anybody know how I can delete stuff from this picture thingy? Because I do not want the model of Vardipproposition in my picture selection for all of eternity. Because when am I ever gonna use that again? You know, when? I don't know, whatever. Let's, ooh, we have some plants sticking through. That is not my fault. That is the training. Gonna deal with that later. But for the entryway, we need an entryway table. And that might just be this one. Put it over here, stretch it out, get it in a pinky color. Then also put out a lovely knickety knacks on that. That are not just gonna be pink, because we need some other colors too. Because otherwise, this would just be one big blob of a room. And then for the welcome section, we're gonna have a welcome rug with maybe a lamp over here, with also a coat on the wall that is jiggling away with a suitcase. And then over here, maybe we can squeeze in a shoe rack with some shoes on them, just sort of like so, with this big old mirror. Oh, by the way, we can have a shopping bag over here. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like that. Enjoy that very much, actually. Oh, we need a trash bin. That could maybe be over here. We can get the small one. And what more do we have? We got a picnic basket. This person would absolutely have a picnic basket. Like, come on. But what curtains would they have? Ooh, what about these ones? They would have these curtains. Oh, and look at the curtains. I am still so emotional about these curtains. They are a joy to behold. You can drag them up, you can drag them down. You can, oh, I love these curtains. But now for the bedroom. What are we gonna do for the bedroom? By the way, we have this bed in the arms of a great old one. In the arms of an angel. What in the world is going on with this bed? I want to know who made this, and I want to be their friend, because how do you come up with stuff like this? I love that bed. It is so whimsical, and I kind of want to have that bed. I do. I know it doesn't really fit with this aesthetic, but I want to have that bed, and at least it's not a coffin bed, you know? So what if we try with this? Oh, that's a bed. With also a bedside table over here, with some knickety knacks. And then on the bed, I do want some sort of pillows or something, but where were the pillows? They're over here. Oh. Well, hello there. I see. But what else do we have? We have an ice cream. Oh, what if you have that on the bed? Gelling like an ice cream. That is cute. We're gonna have that. With maybe also this flower pillow. And that rug, I do believe. That seems to fit in. I did actually want to have this rug, but you can't change up the color. So this rug it is. And you can't layer the rugs. No. Okay. Maybe one day. But then for over here, what can we squeeze in there? I could put up a table, but I also do not want to hide up the tentacles. So what if instead we put up some shelves? And where are the shelves? I can never find the shelves. Here they are. No, darn it. There we go. We can put up some teeny tiny little shelves that are like so. And then put some knickety knacks on them shelves. With maybe also a picture. And then we can also squeeze in some hanging plants. And ooh, we need a dresser situation. That can maybe be in that corner over there. So I think a hanger rack. I don't know. But a rack of some sort could be the best solution. With maybe also some stuff on the bottom. Boom, shamalam. The curtains are going in. And now into the bathroom we go. And for the bathroom, we need some tiles for the bathroom. We can go with these ones. Those are so cute. With some tiles on the walls. What are we gonna do? These ones? We can just go for this for now. I'm very unsure about the wall tiles. But you know, for the bathroom, we are gonna put up a sink. And maybe I can go with the same sink that we have in the kitchen. Sort of like so. And you pop with this cute old mirror. And some little old knickety knacks. And then for the toilet, what are we gonna do for the toilet? We can have a throne. Oh my. What about this one? The pesto gnocchi double-decker dumper. I am sorry for reading that. But look at this. That is amazing. I mean, that is not the most hygienic toilet you've ever seen, but it is the funkiest toilet you've ever seen. That is for sure. Right, over here, we're gonna have the sink with the bathtub moment. And you know what? What if we try with this one and flip it? Ooh, that is a flippable bathtub. What else can we do for this bathtub? What can we do? We can have this little blanket over here. Pretend that is a towel. And then what do we have in here? We have this handrail. Maybe we can have that in the bathtub. By the bathtub. So you can get out. Peek. I'm never using that word again. Oh my gosh. But above the railing, we can put up a shelf, some shampoo and whatnot. And that is indeed one solid bathroom. Boom, bam, with the light. Well, excuse me, why is this one not pink? Unbelievable. Boom. Wait, what happened to my pictures? What? They changed all of my pictures. Excuse me. Oh, okay, you know what? I'm gonna change that in the end. I don't know what happened, but something happened to my pictures. But anyways, this is my cute old bathroom, my bedroom, the kitchen, living room, and the entryway. And that was the pink old micro apartment. All done and dusted. And let's move up to the second apartment. What happened? Oh no. We have a hole in the floor. When did that happen? Oh no. Okay, wait, hold on. Nora, you gotta get over here. Run! I have to see if this is broken now. Can you walk up here? Oh, okay, it's not broken. She can still walk. That's good. But how do I fix that? What a mystery. I don't know how to fix that. What if I remove it? Let's not remove that. Well, now I ruined everything. Right, good. This is not my day. But any whoozles, let's begin with this apartment right here. And I think our best option for a bathroom is right here. I think we can squeeze the bathroom in here. I do hope. Let's see about them doors. We have a cool door. Oh, what is this door? Excuse me? What is this door? We got some hands and some feet. What? And some hands on the inside. I have questions, but let's have that door. And let's see. For the color theme for this apartment building, it's gonna be green. And I want to go with this green. We got 2 green color palettes, all in a monochromatic theme. We're gonna go with that. And I feel like this apartment could be a little bit beachy as well. And what about the wallpaper? Maybe some stripes? Would that be fun? Ooh, I kind of like that. Actually, I do like that. With some flooring. What if we go with like a dark green flooring? Some tiles maybe. Maybe not that, but oh, that is a good green color. We could go sort of like so. You know what? I like that. I don't know about you. You might hate this, but I like that. It's gonna be a whimsical day. Right, you roll. Let's start with the bed area. And for the bed, what do you want to go with? Something beachy, but not too beachy. What about this one? Put it in green. I'm kind of feeling it. And then you know what? Instead of having a bedside table, what if we have a chair? How about that? They don't believe in bedside tables. With this Sprite bottle. Yeah. And then above the bed, we can maybe throw in a shelf. Can we? If Nora tries her best, we can put in the shelf. Or is that going to look weird? Ooh, I don't know. You know what? I don't know why I'm doubting myself over the shelf. But I like that shelf. And we're also going to have this, whatever this is. We're going to have that. And oh my gosh, what if we put in a sunflower in that thing? Why not? I thought that was cool. I liked it. And by the way, on the bed, what if we put up this pillow? I feel like we need to use that. And this seems like a very beachy person. It would be a crime if we did not put that pillow in here, you know? But let's also plunk in a dresser because every good apartment needs a dresser. I have decided they need that to be functional. Can you function in an apartment without a dresser? Probably. I don't have a dresser. I don't have a dresser. Oh no. But that proves my point, really, because I'm not functional. So, yeah. But anyways, over here, that was going to be the kitchen. And we are going to put in a fridge. Or do we want this one? No, I want that one with also a stove. Or do I want this one? Yes, I want this one. Come on, Nora. Then we need the counters. And where are those again? In here. And I think for this counter situation, what if we try with some real shenanigans, TM? What if we choose this one? Have that over there. Can we squeeze in a teeny tiny one over here? Ooh, we kind of can. Oh, and then underneath that, we can have a trash bin situation. Have you ever seen such beautiful things before? I don't think so. Oh, wonderful. Where did my newspaper go? There it is. Squeeze you over here. Don't get lost. I'll beg of you. But now this kitchen doesn't have a sink. But they can deal with that. They have a sink in the bathroom that I haven't built yet. But you don't need a sink when you live in a micro apartment. No, you don't need that. Just go to the bathroom for goodness sake. And then right at the top, where can we squeeze in our dining table? Maybe we can, you know what? The only place to have a dining table is just over here. We can't squeeze it in anywhere else. So that is gonna be smack down in the middle, right over here. Oh, some teeny tiny little coffee cups. Cute. And then over by the entryway. Oh, can I finally use this one? This shelf display box? Would that be cute? Oh, where am I now? Hello. And then I just need to put the most random stuff in there. Ooh, can I squeeze in some books if I try my hardest? I mean, yeah, I can. What more can we do? I can put in the pineapple. Hey! With, home. We need home. And, what more can we do? Something magical is gonna be up here, I promise you. And I'm putting up right now. And there it is. It's a cute old thing. They also got the ice cream man because I thought that fit in with the beach theme. Sort of cottage beach theme that we're going on with. And you know what? I love that. And then I think we also, what if we hang up a hat and then also a hook? That one. Boom. Oh, If I go like so, now we got a hook. Good. That is a cute little moment. And what do we have left now? Oh, we have the bathroom. That is true. And for the bathroom, I think we're going to go with some different tiles. What can we do? Maybe some linoleum. What if we try with this one? Ooh. I am liking that. We're going to keep that. But let's see. Where, oh no. Where are the stuff going to be? What if we have the toilet over here? And then we can have the sink in here? Question mark. You know what? I think that could work. Oh, with this cute little mirror and some cute little knickety-knacks with also a rug. What about this one? I mean, oh, that is cute. But will it fit in? It is a sun on there that fits with the beach. This is not a beach-themed bathroom, by the way, or an apartment, but in my mind it is. Where did my toilet go? Hello? There it is. And I think somebody fell down. Can't hear anything, but I think somebody fell down in the hallway. I need to check what is happening out there. Hold on. All right, I'm back. I checked. It was nothing. Couldn't see anybody. But now on to another problem. We need to get a shower in here. We could use this one, but can we use this one? Not right now, but what if we toggle on the advanced mode and then we just scooch it in, get it in there. Ooh. You know what? I think that could work. And can we put up some shampoo on these shelves? Oh, we can. Oh, cute. What a breeze, what it is to be alive. That's a good old shower for our good old bathroom with these cats on the wall. And that was indeed our second apartment of today. The green apartment, the sea green. And what happened to my picture collage? Hello? Hello? I put up a picture collage over here. Where is it? Stuff is disappearing left and right, but that's okay. So I can put it up again. My apartment! Boom, boom! With that creepy old pillow. Great. Let's move up to a third apartment. And there is my picture collage. How did it end up here? I don't know. But let's start with the third apartment. And for the third apartment, where are we going to squeeze in the bathroom? The walls are so empty all around. Holy moly me, okay. So we have the balcony over here. Maybe that can be the bedroom place. And I think the kitchen would do best over here because of our door over there. So maybe we can try and squeeze a bathroom in here. You know. All right. What if we tried this? Maybe that can No, that's probably not going to work. Oh, gee, or what am I going to do? I have no clue if that is going to work with the bathroom, but we shall see. But what we're also going to see is the color palette for this apartment. And for this apartment, I want to go with an all purple. This one right here. Glad that we sorted that one out. What if we go with some stripes again? Oh, I like that. That is going to be a vibe. With also a purple door. I want that in real life. Maybe purple is my favorite color. It would make sense. But okay, let's see if it in the bathroom. Is this going to work? So if we plunk down a sink over here, make it purple, then also scooch in a toilet, that can maybe be right here. And then we could squeeze the shower right there. And that is gonna work. I have faith in that. But it's not good that the shower is that close to the toilet. Do we want that toilet even? I don't know. Maybe we can go with this toilet. It's a little bit more modern. But what are we gonna do about the shower? Maybe. What if we put up a half wall? Could that be an idea? It is kind of annoying that the top is white, but we shall live with that. No, but it is. Because we are just gonna hide that up with some knickety-knacks. Oh, by the way, it is kind of empty right there. I mean, we could put up a counter, but I have a feeling that's gonna block off too much. Yeah, so we're gonna go with that sink. But what if instead we put up a little stool like that one, and then just size it down a little bit, and then we can put a plant on that and pretend that everything is okay, just sort of like so. And you know what? I am happy about this bathroom. With also a picture of a laundromat. That is a great picture. Cute. I think the bathroom is done. I'm gonna test if everything works out in the end, because if Miss Nora is gonna walk all the way up here, we're gonna be here all day. But what do we want to move on to now? Where is the living room gonna be? Because the kitchen is gonna be over here with the dining table, and then the bed is gonna be right there, and there is the entrance. Maybe it's gonna be right in here. An odd choice, but again, this is a micro apartment. What do we want? Interesting. What could we possibly want? Oh, the lip couch. Have you seen such beauty before? That is the couch for us. Yes. And then for the entertainment system, what are we gonna do? That is not the best space for a TV. I can tell you that for free. Oh, this table is kind of cool. This is gonna be like an odd puppy room. We could maybe use that for something and just put a record player on that. I don't know, like that. I mean, we could have a TV, but that's gonna be a little bit weird. Ooh, you know what? What if you put the TV on the shelf? I feel like that's something you would do in a micro apartment, you know? That is definitely something you would do. But then for the curtain situation, what curtains are we going to go with for this apartment? We've used that one, and I can't remember the rest. I don't think we've used that one. Ooh, the fancy curtains. Maybe we're gonna go with that. Kind of cool, kind of snazzy. Then also on this wall, we can have a picture collage moment of some posters, because this is a poster person. Sort of like that. Put up some cooler posters. The egg poster got a little bit smushed. But you know, we will We will ignore that. But yeah, I think that's a funky old living room. And what are we going to do now? We got the bedroom, dining, and the kitchen. Let's do the kitchen. And for the kitchen, we of course need a fridge. And what are we going to go for? What about the clown fridge? That is very, very creepy, but I feel like this person would have a clown fridge. Okay, here's the problem. We can't change up the color of the front, so that's not going to work. No. What about this one? I haven't used that one yet. I do believe the matching stove. That's a plan. And what about the counters? What if we go with this one? I do like me some of that. And maybe we can go with this for the colors. Oh, I like that. Hey. Oh. Okay. Hey. But then also for the kitchen, I'm going to put up some tiles. What do we want? Maybe that one? No. We can go with that one. Beautiful. Now for the cabinets. We get the matching cabinets. Ooh. By the way, I want to try and use this one. Maybe not for this kitchen. Or maybe we could use that for this kitchen. Because what if we put that on the fridge? Take it up there. Ooh, that could be snazzy. And that was sort of snazzy. I like that edge piece. It's not perfect, but it's giving us something. And that something is what we need today. But then for the dining table, that can be right over here. With some good old chairs. Oh, these chairs. Oh, that would be perfect. Look at that snazzy old table. Whoa, I want that table in real life. Can we put a computer on that? We have a we have a laptop. Smack down over there. We can get in yellow. Because again, I don't want the decorations to be all purple. Because then it's gonna be one big blob. So we gotta break it off a little bit with some other colors. That's a good old yellow computer. But right around then for the bed. What bed do we want? We haven't used this one. Could that be a good bed? Ooh. The colors are making it a little bit flat, but I don't want to change up my color palette right now because I'm already in it too deep. A Rubik's Cube as a nighttime table. Hey, oh, that could be cool if you had it in purple. And by the way, before I forget, Nora, can you get up here? Run your heart out. There you are. And can you wash your hands? Oh, yes, she can. And go to the toilet. Where are you going? Where are you going? Where is she going? You can use that toilet. I did not say... what? Get your butt up here. You can use that sink. Okay, well, can you flush this... No. Take a shower. No. Okay, you are forbidden from this place. Get out of here. Unbelievable. But we can also put up a picture collage over here. Just sort of like so. And I am going to change up the posters afterwards. Because something is happening with my game. Because when I put in my own art, it changes them up afterwards. I don't know why. But apparently they just do. Oh, okay. We need something to put on this wall. What can that be? Oh, we can put up a little flag. That is not the right purple colors. What if, what if I change up the flag colors? I mean, that feels kind of wrong, doesn't it? But hey, we need the colors. I'm sorry. And in Pride Month, no less. In Pride Month, I mean, happy Pride. But then for the rug underneath the bed, what can we go for? Ooh, what about the egg? Would that be weird? No, I don't think so. We got a Rubik's Cube as a nightstand, you know? I don't think the egg is gonna do anything. But over here, what can we do over here? We can squeeze in the mirror. Ooh, that is a wiggly waggly mirror for us today. With also, what do we need? Oh, we need a dresser. And which one do we want? Maybe this one? No. I don't know which one we're gonna have, but I'm gonna put down the donut pillow. And now back to the dressers. Maybe we can have this one and put it in the purple. Ooh, that is so cute. And again, I want that in real life. That is adorable. And with that, I do believe that the purple apartment is complete, minus the posters that I'm gonna fix afterwards. But we got a bathroom, a kitchen and dining, living room, and a bedroom without a lonely old balcony. And somebody texted me, Woody hoo, what a good day it is to be Nora today. It was my mom. And now let's move up to the 4th floor. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4th. And for the 4th floor, where are we gonna have the bathroom? Hold on. Okay. So I think we can have the kitchen over here with a bed. This is such a small apartment. Oh my gosh. Okay, so if you have the bed over here, kitchen over here, and I think the bathroom needs to be in here. We can't squeeze in the living room, but that's okay because this is a micro apartment. They do not want to spend too much time in here. But you know, for this apartment, I think that the color is gonna be blue. So maybe we can go for this and this because I want this apartment to be a little bit more masculine, a little bit more sad. Not that masculine is sad, but we're gonna combine those two together. So therefore, for the wallpaper, what if we try some bricks or some stone, and then we can also match that up with some boring old blue or those some sad old blue carpet. Maybe I need to change up the colors a little bit. Okay, yeah. We can go for this. That's kind of what I wanted. Sad and blue. And what are we going to start with? Maybe the kitchen. We'll start with the kitchen. And for the kitchen, we are going to go with the cheap old fridge and the cheap old stove. This is going to be a budget-friendly apartment. They just moved in. This is their first apartment. With these ones. Yes, I am loving that. And instead of cabinets, we're going to have some shelves. These ones. Just kind of like so. With also, electrical wall plug. Boom. And maybe a stove hood. That would be great for the smoke and whatnot. Always a great idea to have a stupid. But anyway, so let's put some nickety knacks up on this kitchen. Because what am I talking about anymore? I don't know. But it turned out like so. And then we need a dining table. That's going to be a small old dining table. What can we go for? Oh, maybe we can go for this one. The saddle one. That is something that they would have. They found it at a sale. And life is good. Oh, and by the way, this person would of course have a lot of posters. And what are we going to get for them? Maybe this one. Anxiety sucks. Sure. Vibes all around with Snoopy too. Cute. And then for the curtains, what do we want? They're going to get some cheap old blinds. This one. Yes, amazing. And then I think for the bed section, for the bedroom, that is not a room, we can get in the economy bed without the headboard. Come on, turn around. Turn around for me, girl. Turn around. Oh my gosh, turn around. Boop. With also a nighttime table that can be over here. Some little nickety knacks on that. And they of course have a little cola bottle. Of course. And then let's see, what can we do about the TV situation? Because they deserve to have a little bit of a living room. What can we do? You know what? What if we try to put up a table over here? Just squeeze that in over the bed. Just sort of like so. And then we can put the TV on that. With also a little playing mobile. Not a playing mobile. a PlayStation with some weights. And then we can also have some rackets on the wall with maybe some lovely graffiti. Yes. And then right on this wall, we're of course going to have some more posters. Size them down though. Put up a lot of them. All in a disorder. Ooh, and what are we going to have? We of course need a cat. We can have Radiohead. I don't know. We can have lots of stuff. Just sort of about like so. And then over here, we can plunk down some workout equipment. Have some roller skates. They would probably want to roller skate around, you know? And could we perhaps squeeze in some shelves over here? So like so. Oh, we could. And then also put some books on there and whatnot. If I can squeeze some books on there, can I? I mean, yeah, sort of kind of can. And I did. With also a wall exhaust fan. Boom. They really need that. Trust me, they do. And then we need a clothing situation. Could we squeeze one in here? I mean, yeah, we can. It's a little bit of a squeeze right here, but they will manage. Trust me, they will manage. With a little welcoming table over here. And a mirror. And by the way, can I put these lights above the mirror? I just squeeze them in. No? Oh, darn it. Darn it, you. Maybe with the advanced tools. I do like so. Oh, yes. Now we're cooking, people. Now we're cooking, and that was wonderful. And then for the balcony, I think maybe we could squeeze in the chair. Or maybe not. You know what? They will find their way to that chair. They're gonna love sitting out here. I promise you. Good. Well, the bathroom. I almost forgot about the bathroom. Right, what do we need for the bathroom? For the bathroom, we need a sink, and you can get this sink. Seems like your type of taste. Get off the wall. No. But we can place on a towel and a blanket, whatever that is. There. Maybe we can hang that off the sink. So like so. Ooh. Now that I do like. Now for the toilet, that can be right here. Maybe we can have this one. We haven't used that one yet. What are we going to use for this poster? This one. Run, squat, lift. Burn, never give up. That is a poster that they would have. All right. Now for the shower situation. Can we squeeze in this one? I really do want that one. If you can turn around. There we go. It's too big, but what if we take that in, take it over here, take it in a little bit over here, we sit it in, flip it around. Ooh, that's a good shower tub with some rust on the wall. Yeah. That is amazing. 10 out of 10 bathroom. And with that, the blue micro apartment is complete. With the good old bedroom. Oh, the posters. The posters changed up again. I don't know what's happening. But here you go. They changed up here too. Got a lovely old kitchen, entryway, and the balcony with a lonely old bathroom. Boom shabalam. Moving up to the 5th floor. We're on the 5th floor? Yes, we are. Oh, and this is a small one as well. Right. Where is the bathroom going to be? I declare that the bathroom is going to be over here. Good. But right. So for this apartment, what is the color going to be for this apartment? Maybe orange. We haven't done orange. We can do an orange. And maybe the color palette can be this. I wanted the orange to be a little bit on the red side. Well, it's not red, but a little bit on the red side because we don't have a red color yet. I don't think we're going to have a red color because we only have one apartment left after this one. And that's going to be yellow. So it's going to be that orange. And what do we want for this orange vibe? Maybe a little bit groovy. Groovy. Gee. And by the way, speaking about words, I was at a friend's house yesterday, and that's the moment that I realized that I'm an actual adult because this friend of mine has a 17-year-old brother, and the words that was coming out of his mouth, I was flabbergasted. Like, if I have to hear the word mogging one more time, I'm gonna crawl into my own skin and stay there for life. I can't anymore. But maybe we can have this wallpaper that's kind of groovy. Sure, seems reasonable. And where is stuff gonna be? Okay, you know what? makes the most sense that the bed is over here and the kitchen could be right over here with the dining table in that little nook. Maybe we can do that. Ooh, or I think actually this side of the wall is going to be this wallpaper just to break it off a little bit. Yeah, I think that was better. We can do that. And then for the bed. And for the bed, what are we going to go with? Maybe some midi-senti. Plunk it right in there. And maybe this. I like that. Then also plunk down our nighttime table. What do we want to go for? Oh, this one. Yes. That is what we're going to go with today. And then I think we can't really squeeze in the living room anywhere. So what if we do the same shenanigan as we did down here and put in the table, squeeze it out of the bed, just sort of like so. And on that table, we can have a TV and a record player or something. And then, of course, on this wall, we need the records for this groovy apartment of ours. Just about sort of like so. Ooh, and then dining table. Let's do the kitchen first before we put in the cursed dining table is gonna be. Let's see. We are gonna plunk down this fridge, the stove, and then the cabinets. What cabinet haven't we used yet? I don't think we have used this one in that orange tone. Yeah, okay. I can see that. We can have that. For a beautiful kitchen today. But then for a dining table. Ooh, can we squeeze in a table in here? Please say we can. And I'm gonna try with this one. The midi-shanty. Can we squeeze that in there with a chair? No. No. You can squeeze. I believe in you. Squeeze, I believe in you. Like so. And there you pop. Good. That was absolutely astonishing, Bobby, today. A little plant over there. And then we can also... What is it? There it is. Napkins. Boom. And maybe we can also have a little mug over here. Hot chocolate. Cute. Cute dining table. This place is very orange, though. I must say, I am very unsure if I like this or not. But we're going to put in the dresser over here. So that can be a dresser and an entryway table. Multitasking over here. Multitasking furniture. But then for the bathroom, what are we going to do for the bathroom? We of course need some tiles. Oh, what would be best for that? Some of this? And then we can have some darker flooring maybe. Okay, you know what? Let's go with this one. And then we need to put in a toilet. What toilet do we want? Do we want this one? Again? You know what? Yeah, that fits this mood of a bathroom. And then for the mirror, what mirror would this apartment have? Maybe it can be round for some unknowable reason. Maybe to, symbolize a record? I don't know, but it could be. And then for the shower, you know what? Ooh, we are gonna go with the shower because the door is right there. Can't really squeeze in anything else, but we can squeeze in the shelf. Some little shower nickety knacks on that. And then I think the bathroom is complete, which also means that this entire apartment is complete. And you know what? I'm kind of unsure about this because orange is not really my favorite color, and it is a bit orange, isn't it? But you know what? Somebody out there will enjoy it. Hopefully. And maybe that can just be the ugly apartment. I don't know. But we are going to move up to the last and final apartment, which is going to be yellow. And where are we going to have the bathroom? Ooh. All right. So I feel like the kitchen is going to be over here. And dining table can be squeezed in there. So that means the bed needs to be over here. And we can have a bathroom over here. Ooh, what happened? Hello? My whole floor disappeared. What the heck? What do I do now? All right, I don't know what happened, but I fixed it up again. We got our apartment with this wide old door. Got a bathroom and everything. Good. And for our yellow color palette, it's gonna be this one. Nice yellow pastel vibes. Ooh la la. So let's see. For the flooring, we're gonna do some wood flooring like that. Because I want this place to be kind of farm-like. A regular old farm. That's what they call her. Nora, stop talking, please. And then for the bathroom, maybe we can go with this one. Cute bathroom. Oh, we're gonna go with that. And by the way, for the bathroom, we do need a sink. Maybe that can be this one in yellow. And then we need a toilet. I think the toilet is going to be over here. We can squeeze that in. Kind of like so. And the shower, you guessed it, right in there. This one actually. With also a little shower shelf for us today. And yes, they do brush their teeth in the shower. And now you know. And also, by the way, I'm so sorry about the camera up here. But on the 6th floor, it gets a little bit crazy, I must say, when it comes to the camera. But you know, we will keep on living, as we always sometimes do. But we can have a plant on this old stool. And with that plant, I think that the bathroom is done. So cute. Yellow bathroom with our towel. Yeah. And usals. Now for the bed area, that was going to be right here. We need a bed and we need to plunk it down right now before my eyes can no longer see. Because I have a bright shining light on... Turn around! I have a bright shining light on me that I've had for many hours now. But ooh, okay, that is a good bed. And then what are we gonna have a dresser? Ooh, oh, you know what? Maybe we can have a bedside table and a dresser in one. Multitasking, really important around here. With also the shelf. And where am I going? Hello? Oh, gee, okay. I'm putting up a shelf and somebody's texting me. Everybody needs to calm down. And oh my gosh, the camera's going every which way. I don't know what to do. But okay, by the bed, we could squeeze in a bookshelf. We could go with this one right here. And then we could also put in the grandfather's clock that I saw here somewhere. There it is. Boom, bam. Turn it down. Make it yellow. There we go. This one too. Boom, shamalam. And now for the curtains. What curtains would they have? You know what? They would also have these type of curtains. It's been a long day, but there you go. And then for the kitchen, we're gonna go with the old trusty dusty in yellow. Get into the wall. There we go. But what counters have we not used? I don't think we've used this one, or have we? Okay, we're gonna go with the bibbidi bobbidi. The bidobodida. The bidobodi. Bidobodi. We're gonna go with the bibbidi bobbidi. I am starting to lose my sanity. By the way, I've been here for so many hours. I'm starting to lose it all. But that was our kitchen. And we also have a balcony. And I think for the balcony, we can have a table. I'm going to slice down that table. Boop. Where's some chairs? I don't know where's a chairs like that. Chill. There we go. With a plant over there. Yeah. Great maze now for the dining table. Where are we going to squeeze that? Interesting. Could we squeeze that over here? So like so. Yes, we can. We're not going to have that chair though. We're going to do it like this. With some stuff on our table. If I can ever find it. There she go. There she go. A bit of a doily. A puppy. They would 100% have that with some hands. Ooh. Oh, what happened to my rug? Excuse me. Gee. But we can squeeze in the living room. And maybe I have some chairs. These ones. Put them right over here. And can we also put in a TV moment for them? Yeah. But we're gonna make it yellow though. With some candles. These people would have so many candles. You have no idea. They would have them all. With the doily. Mwah. Oh, and by the way, can we squeeze in a table? Right in there. This is the moment of truth, people. And what table would be good for that? Maybe this one. If we put it right there, size it down. Oh, we can. That baby's so happy. And we could just easily put some books on that. Oh, this makes me so happy. Look at our wonderful table. And the rug is back. The rug is back. I am not even going to deal with you anymore. I'm just going to put up some pictures on this wall. And on that wall, that's going to be pictures of a lot of different people from their family throughout the years. Some old pictures like this one, that creepy old guy, and that boy. There's a lady, that lady. We have some more ladies. Oh, we have even more ladies. Hold on, that lady too. Whoa, what a wonderful day. Oh, with some curtains also. Before I forget, I'm gonna fix up these pictures. I just need to put up my curtains before I forget, because I am gonna forget. Boom. Oh, that's not great. Oh, okay. But a little while later, it is our living room. And yes, the pictures. They have turned on me. And what is going on with the rug again? Stop changing things. But they got a guitar though. That's good. Goodness gracious me. It is a yellow apartment. They even got a living room, bedroom, bathroom, kitchen. Boom, shabalam. Oh, and a balcony. Life is great. Life is good. Nobody's going to take this day away from me. This build is a mess though, that is for sure. But all of the apartments are done, a good old colorful wave. And that means that we're finally gonna fix up the outside. It's a yikes to me. Ooh. So I don't know, let's fix up this outside before I start crying. And you know what? First of all, I'm gonna try to place down my lot on this little shenanigan thing. I don't know what's called. This square. Because I never really got the hang of this in my 1 week of playing this game. But maybe today we can try to make this work for us. So I'm gonna place down my apartment. And it is floating up in the air. That's all right. Just gotta get it down to the ground. Sort of like so. No, what am I doing? Sort of about that. That seems good. Oop. Wait, are you kidding? What happened? Excuse me? What happened? Why is it all bent on this place? What happened? Did somebody crash into my building? Did a wrecking ball crash into the whole building? What happened? This whole bedroom is smushed in. Okay, well, let's try again. Gonna place it down. It's floating, but that's okay. Gonna take it down to about here. Okay, so each time that I rotate this build, something happens. Okay, I think we're good now. If I just place it down. There. No. Oh. No. What? Now it's smushed over here. Why? Why? This is so peculiar. Let's try one more time. And this time, I'm just gonna lower it down about there. And I'm not gonna touch it. Does it look alright? Okay. Seems alright. We got a hole in the floor, but in the end, that didn't really matter because they can walk over that, so that's good. Okay, I think yeah. It's just standing there all on its own. Great. what do I do now? I want this lot to be smaller because now it's kind of intimidating. And I think there was a way to do this. If you put up the cheat command and then you type in something, I think it was toggle edit town. This one. If you write in that command and you go in here in terrain tools, you will get this one, lot perimeter. And with that, I think that you can make your own perimeter for your lot. So if I just do this, then this is our new lot. Yes, no, maybe so. Can I get rid of this? If I just do that and the whole thing disappeared. And now I can't get into the lot. Okay, great. For sale. Can I buy it? No. Right then. I failed again. Gonna go back to my other lot. I will try this again the next time. I can never get that to work. And alright, we are finally back here again. What to do? And we're gonna do the landscaping in the exterior over here instead. And let's see, what can we do? I've already put up some moldings before I started filming, and then I remembered that I should probably film this. But what I thought for this wall right here, it would be kind of cool if we had some windows. I might be wrong, but it could be cool if you do something like so, or like that actually, and we just have that on these parts. Could that be cool? I mean, yeah, it gives us some interest because now it's just not a wall, it is a window wall. Perfect. And then we have this dilemma. How am I gonna put a roof on that? It didn't want to let me put a roof on that, so I gotta find a way to put a roof on that. What can we do? Can I put in a table like this one and just lower it down? Where is it? There it is. So like that. Put it in white. Hey, you can't see a thing. Problem solved. Oh, I love this game. Whoa. All right, now on to my other conundrum, and that is I'm gonna put up some columns, which I'm so worried about because the last time the columns did not go good. So let's try this time. Please be good. And I think maybe I want a column right here. So I just need to size it down. So like so. And take it up all the way. Oop. How does it look on the inside? It looks horrible on the inside. I'm gonna scooch you in. Boom, bam, bam. I did it. Oh, masterpiece. And then we're gonna have a column right here also. Are you okay? Hello! Oh, right. I'm gonna hold in Alt. You guys said I'm holding in Alt. I don't know what... Oh... If I just get you right here, I'm gonna scooch you in. The columns are so difficult for absolutely no reason for me. It can be like that. Great. Now I'm gonna take you all the way up. And ideally, I would not have a column right here, but I don't think I have the skills to put up another column that's gonna be the exact same as the column underneath. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on! Oh, no. No. I'm holding in Alt. I'm holding in all the buttons. This is not working. I believe in you. Right, that is not going to be the same as I column underneath. No, I deleted something else. Oh, gee. No, you know what? We're going to do this. That's fine. We probably need a column over there. Don't you worry. We need that column. Our support column. We can also have a column over here. Boop. Oh, right. And then also for the build, I would like some planter potters. We got this one and that one. What would be best for this build? Neither of them, actually. Oh, this is the planter potter. Oh, but I got to put my plants in myself. I see. But that's okay. We can handle that. What plants are we going to put in? Maybe this one. Yeah, it seems good. And now all of my plants are up. We're also gonna put in some lights. And then also some mailboxes. And I got lots of different mailboxes that I got from the workshop. Maybe we can have this one. Alright, ooh. You know what this build needs? Where is it? There it is. Clothes line. We can have the clothing line right here. Oops. Hold on. I need to maneuver it. Sort of like so. I don't know why it's blowing in the wind like that, but that's not my problem. And then I think what would also be kind of cute is if we put up some rugs. Not rugs. Blankets. Where are you? Right here. They can be cascading over the geländer. Where are you? Get up here right now. Oh, gee below. Like so. And we can have this one over here. Get up there. Just like that. Beautiful. What more do we need for this build? Oh, you know what I think we need? We need some grime. Right here and right there. That was maybe too much. Then maybe just sort of like so. Wow. Got some graffiti as well. And then, oh no. Oh no. This part of the build. Right. That is a disaster. What can we do to save this actually? What is this? Some planks. Oh, we can make some fake windows. Oh, some closed off fake windows. You know what? We are going to do that with some fake old shutters. Sort of like so. Wait, the shutter needs to be this way because that is the hangers. Sort of like so. Boom, boom. And then I think I can just flip it. Where did it go? Is it on the inside? No, it's not on the inside. Where are you? Hello? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, it's gonna be like that. Do not watch it too closely. No. And then I think we can have another fake window over here and over there. Sure. That looks good with some graffiti and whatnot. How they put graffiti up there, I don't know. Magic. But I'm gonna put up another fake window right here. Like so. Oh, beautiful. And then in the back of the build, we have a balcony right here that belongs to nobody. So what if we put a telescope up there? Oh, with also some more graffiti. Yes. Ooh, and then we have the roof. What can we do for the rooftop? Do we have some roof stuff? We have a little one of these. And that thing. Maybe we can use that for something. I don't know what this is going to do, but it did something for me. And what more can we have up here? We have a little hatch, and up the hatch they go. Oh, with a little planting moment. Yeah, oh, you know what? That would be so cute. Why? Get off the ledge. But we're gonna have a planting moment with a hopscotch. And you know what? Come on, this is a cute rooftop that you can't really get up to, but you can in my mind with the roof hatch. Doppity-doppity-dum. And toppity-dop. You can't really see the whole build. I'm jumping up and down. I'm so sorry. But I think the exterior is done. And now what we got left is some landscaping. And you know what? For this landscaping, I am gonna put up some plants around the build with some rocketing. We're gonna call that a day on the landscaping because we don't have much room. And we don't have any cars, do we? Because in my mind, I was gonna make a parking lot, but where would the parking lot be, Nora? Where? We don't have any space. Gee. All right. Well, I'm gonna put up my plants. Just sort of like that. That's how it turned out. Didn't have much space, but I'm jumping up. Okay. I made it work. I made it work as best as I could. What do you think, lady? You like it? Yeah, she loves it. I got some sunflowers and everything. It's kind of cute. Ooh, with also a bike. A trash bin. A welcome mat. Of course, you need it. There you go. I hope you really enjoyed that. With some planter boxes. And some good old flowers for us today. And boom, bam, bam. With that, the whole build is finally done. Look at this masterpiece. We got all the floors. We got everything. And what a day it has been. And now it is time for the house tour. And for this house tour, we are going to begin with the outside. Here it is. You have just seen it because we just worked on it. And I can't really move my camera much because I'm gonna end up in the sky or in the ground. But whoa, sight to behold. And right to row. Here we are back inside. We got our first apartment, the pink apartment. Looking lovely. And I got my pictures on the wall. And you know what? A disaster happened. And the disaster was when I got back into the game, all of my rugs disappeared. So I had to put in the rugs again. But the problem is that I could not for the life of me remember what type of rugs I put in. So I don't know. But we got a triangle and geeky. And we do also have a bathroom over here, all green and nice. And then on the purple floor, we got the purple apartment. Whoa. With the bed section, I fixed up my posters. Got the lovely old kitchen. Got the posters in there too. With a little rug. Was that the same rug? I honestly don't know. But then over here, we have the blue apartment, the blue side one. With the great old kitchen. Well, great is a strong word, but I got my posters up again. Looking lovely. Oh, you know what? Love the posters in there because they are truly the vibe. But also the saddle bathroom. I think didn't I have a rug in here? Maybe I did. I can't remember. I'm so sorry. I did have a rug in the entryway. That for sure I did. I gotta put that in, right? With the balcony. And then we also have the orange apartment. Grooving up in here. And last but not least, we also have the yellow apartment with the glitchy rug, the glitchy everything. And look at that. Got my peeps on the wall. The bed section over here. Look at that cute old picture. Love that thing. With the bathroom as well. Hey ho ho. Rooftop area. Boom. House tour done. And now it's time for the outro. And this is the outro. Welcome. It is so dark in here. All right. That's because the sun is about to go down. I see. Right. Outro. If for some reason you want to download this build, you can. It is up on my Steam workshop. And the link for that will be down below. And if you also want to see more of me, you also can. I have my second channel where I do stuff and also my Twitch channel where I also do stuff but live. And then don't forget to like, subscribe as well because it honestly does help me out. So thank you. But only if you want to. Only if you want to. And I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.